This is an interview with Mrs. Alice Palmer Washington at her home at the Park Hotel on February 21st, 1985. Now you just say a little something, Sylvia.
Yeah. I have lived in Madison all my life. I was born at 123 West Gilman Street, and when I was about 8 years old, I moved over to 131 West Gilman Street, just 2 doors away.
Now we're going to record something for good. I would like to have you tell us, just as a way of starting out, Mrs. Washington, about your childhood, about where you lived on West Gilman Street. Where did you go to school then?
Oh, I went to the old Washington school, grade school, and when I was 8 years old, I went out to Edgewood Academy, because that was the time of the first flu epidemic, and my grandmother thought I'd be better off out at Edgewood at a girls' school, and I went there for 2 years.
Could you tell us something about your parents, your family, your mother and father, and you had two brothers?
Yes, I had 2 brothers, Howard Palmer and my younger brother, Louis Palmer.
And what did your father do? How did he earn his living, your father?
Well, I never had to work.
No, but I mean about you, about your father.
Oh.
What did he do?
Oh, my father worked at the old State Bank until he was about 45. And then my grandfather from Langdon Street worked up at the old State Bank for 62 years.
Oh. So was he the founder of the bank? Yes. Your grandfather?
Yes.
And your father worked in that bank too?
Yes. He worked from messenger boy up to president.
Oh.
When he was 12 years old, he came out all alone from the east.
This was your grandfather? Your grandfather or your father? Your grandfather?
Yes, my grandfather. And he started as a messenger boy up at the old State Bank, and he worked in there for 62 years.
And then you went to Edgewood to school.
Yes, I did.
Are you a Catholic?
No.
No. But that didn't matter.
No.
Mm-hmm.
There were a few Protestants there,
mm-hmm.
but I didn't have to. The only time I had to go to Mass was weekend.
Mm-hmm.
At that time I had to go to the schoolroom and study,
mm-hmm.
and I had a sister watching over us.
How many was an all-girls school, elementary school?
Huh?
Was it just girls in the school? A girls' academy?
No, and then I went down. Oh, and then I came back to high school,
mm-hmm.
and I graduated from Central High School.
What year was that?
Oh, let's see, I was 1912, something like that.
Mm-hmm. And did you go to the university then?
Yes, and
mm-hmm.
I went there. I entered the university as a junior,
mm-hmm.
and I graduated from university in 1931.
When you entered as a junior, had you done where did you do your first 2 years of college work? At Edgewood?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me something about your family? What sorts of things your family did together? Something about what kind of a life you all led? What did you do for amusement in those days?
Oh, I was a tomboy when I was a kid. I used to used to swing, and I used to run roller skates and all the real tomboys.
You lived near the lake, of course, and you
Yes.
swam.
Yes.
Did you have boats and canoes?
We lived only about 2 blocks from Lake Mendota, from Langdon Street. My grandparents lived on Langdon Street.
So you spent a lot of time with your grandparents.
Oh, yes.
Did you did you live with them?
No,
No.
no, we had our own home, and then at 123 West Gilman, and then we moved. When I was 8 years old, we moved over to 131.
Just 2 doors away. Did your father build these houses that you lived in?
Well, oh yes, yes, he lived with us.
Did you know the Kayser girls? Helen and Stella Kayser, that lived on Gorham Street, I think, right near the Lincoln School.
Oh yes.
They were a large family of Kaysers.
There were 3 of us in the family. I had 2 children, 2 brothers, and I'm the only girl.
What did your brothers do?
Well, my brother worked. My younger brother worked. He worked up at the. He worked for the state.
He had many friends, didn't he?
Oh,
Your brother
yes.
Louis, yeah.
Yeah, Louis did. Yes.
Everybody knew him.
Yes, everybody loved
Liked
Louis.
him.
And my older brother went to Florida, and he married, and I didn't see him for a long time, but finally I went down there and I visited him.
And when you went to the university, what did you study? What was your
My major was French.
French?
I had French, Spanish, and Italian.
Oh my goodness.
I like it.
The languages.
I like languages.
Did you travel in France and Spain and Italy?
Oh yes. Over France, and Germany, Switzerland, England, all through Italy, down to Rome, Pisa, Florence.
So you
Went to all the art galleries.
wonderful.
That was when I graduated from university. My grandparents paid for the whole trip, and I went over with my Italian professor and his wife. There were 12 of us in them. And we left for New York at the same noon that I graduated from university. We left for New York.
Oh.
By train, and we got on board a ship on the Italian line, the Vulcania, and we came back on the Sorority.
Did you stay all summer?
Oh no, we were gone about 6 weeks.
That was wonderful. It's a wonderful trip. Did you enjoy the ship?
Oh, very much. We had good meals, we had afternoon tea, and it was wonderful.
Traveling was more fun in those days, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. And the whole trip only cost about $600 in those days.
Yes. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I know it.
Yeah, you have never, did you say you have never worked? You never had to work?
No,
You
I
never had a job?
No, my grandfather said I didn't have to work.
So he provided for you, your grandfather?
Yeah, he worked, he came on here, he was a Quaker, and he came on here when he was 12 years old. And he jumped trains, rode on top of train cars, and got it.
12 years old?
And all he had with him was $12.
That's how he started his life.
And then he got a job as a messenger boy at the Harbor, at the old state bank. And he worked there all the rest of the night.
What about your grandmother? Where did she come from?
Oh,
He must have met her here.
Oh, but they had a nice home on Langdon Street.
Yeah.
She didn't have to work either.
Yeah. But she must have been, she must have,
after her. I was named after Alice.
she must have come from Madison.
Yes.
He didn't bring her when he was 12 years old.
No.
What was her maiden name? Remember?
I forget.
No, we don't need to know that.
No.
Tell me something about what Madison was like when you were a young girl. What sorts of things did you do?
Well, I didn't went to school, to high school, and I went to Central, and then I finished up at Edgewood.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to university, and I graduated in 31.
And you've when did you sell your home?
About 1930.
Mm-hmm. And you and tell me about your marriage, which is an interesting thing. The fact that you're really still a bride, aren't you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. When were you married? And when did you marry Reverend Washington? Just within the last 2 years?
Oh, but you'd be married.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first marriage.
Mm-hmm.
It was 79. I was 79 when I got married.
Isn't that nice?
To the Reverend Washington.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that nice? And you've had a nice time together, eh?
Oh, yeah, very nice together.
Mm-hmm.
We traveled. We went to Florida. And for about 3 weeks at a time, and then we come back again.
That's nice. And this is a different kind of living in the hotel for you, isn't it?
Yes.
You enjoying that? You have your meals downstairs in the dining room?
It's very nice up there.
Mm-hmm.
People are friendly. We meet new people coming in and out.
Mm-hmm. And you have familiar surroundings, the square and everything that goes on around
They
here.
coming on buses and everything else for lunch and dinner, or they stay for the weekend. Always something new, always something going on.
Yeah, it really is exciting. Well, today there are hundreds of wrestlers down there.
Yeah.
The buses are just pouring them out.
I know.
It's fun to see all these kids, isn't
Yeah,
it?
whole bus loads come into the dining room and they're very crowded.
Yeah, that's nice.
The food is good, you know.
And what about, can we talk about the university a little bit when you were there? Were there weren't many students in the university when you were there?
No, there were only about, when I graduated, there were only 8,000.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's about 44,000.
44,000, yes. But 8,000 seemed like quite a few. I would like to know a little bit, when you were in the university, did you belong to a sorority?
Right?
Did you belong to a sorority when you were in the university?
No.
No.
Oh, I went to, I went a couple of years to Francis Schreiber College down in Mount Carroll, Illinois.
Now, did you like that?
Yeah, for a couple of years. Yes, there was the time of the flu, and my grandmother thought I'd be better going down to Illinois, going to school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
to the junior college.
Did you like that?
Yes, I went for 2 years.
Mm-hmm. And then you transferred to the university.
Yes,
To
and then
finish.
I finished up there. And then I became interested in art. I had a great aunt, Flora, and she was a very fine artist, and she got me interested in painting. And ever since I joined the art guild. She was in Madison Art Guild.
You belong there now?
Yes, I made all these pictures in here.
Let me just look around a minute.
I made all those paintings.
They're all beautiful.
All around the room I had them.
Did you do the portrait there too? The portrait of the young lady?
I was going with a portrait painter then, Mr. Hagen, and he helped me in portrait. But he himself did that portrait.
Did that one. Well, these are beautiful. Are these are watercolors?
Yes, I do watercolors.
Mm-hmm.
They're all on the wall.
Yes. Oh, they're lovely, really. Have you been all your life? Are you doing that now? You're still painting?
Yes, I paint down south. I painted everywhere.
Mm-hmm. That's cute there.
Oh yes, that was when I was that was my room at Mount Carroll.
Mount Carroll. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in Illinois. That was my room.
Oh, that's darling. What have you done with your pictures? You just have kept them. You haven't marketed. Haven't sold your pictures. Have you sold your pictures anymore?
Oh, I sold a few,
Mm-hmm. But you're not anxious to.
but not to some. I like to keep
Sure.
too.
Where do you exhibit your pictures? Where do you exhibit your pictures? Where have you had shows? Art shows? Do you take?
Oh yes, I joined the Madison Art Guild. My great aunt got me into that.
And all your life you've been
Yeah.
painting your surroundings. That's very nice.
And I've been painting ever since.
That's wonderful. I tried to be a painter and I never was good enough at it to make it. Yeah, I couldn't make it through. No. I tried joining a class, but it didn't work for me. You have artists are a special kind of people.
Oh yes.
They're able to do that.
Yeah, you can look around the mall.
Yeah, I
all
will.
the way around the mall.
I see the lighthouses. You've got a couple of them.
That was Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. We go up to Door County in the summertime, and there are lighthouses up there on Lake Michigan.
It's nice up there too.
It is, yeah.
But I did some down in Louisiana. That was down in Louisiana.
This one on the bottom here?
Yeah.
What about the house up there?
Oh, that's an old house down in St. Augustine, Florida.
Oh, really?
That's the oldest city in the United States. It
Mhm.
was founded in 1565, 400 years old.
Are there lots of houses from that?
Yeah,
Lots of old homes?
we were down there recently.
Hmm. What was the weather like when you were there?
Fine. Nice and warm.
Warm, yeah. Would you mind if I would like to talk to Reverend Washington too sometime,
Okay.
but not right now. I don't want to disturb him. Could I call you and make another appointment and come down sometime when it's convenient for you and him?
Okay.
And then I'll ask you some more questions too.
I think I think he'll.
Now I'd like to ask you about your brother Louis, who is well known in Madison by many, many people, and people are very fond of him. But I'd like to have you tell me something about him. About Louis.
About Louis?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes. I had a wonderful brother, Louis Palmer, and we stayed together all our lives. And he went to university and he got a master's degree in philosophy and logic. And then he got a job.
He worked for the state.
Yeah, for the state. For the
What department? Do you remember?
he was the labor and the human relations.
Mhm.
He worked for.
And you and he lived together.
Yes,
Oh.
we always stayed together.
Mm-hmm.
He never married.
And you didn't until he was gone.
No, I didn't until he came along.
Uh-huh.
And Reverend Washington was Lewis's best friend. And then after Lewis died, Reverend Washington proposed to me, and he came down to my home on Gilman Street, and he jumped out of the cab and he said, "Alice, will you marry me?" And I said, I will.
Isn't that nice? Where were you married? Where? At his church?
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
down there, the Zion Baptist Church. That was his church.
Mm-hmm. And he
Zion Baptist Church.
he was there for many, many years, wasn't he? He has many admirers.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had preached for about he's 95 years old now. My husband is.
Isn't it?
And he had preached for many years at the Baptist Church.
There were many. He has many people who remember him.
Oh yeah.
Many admirers.
Reverend Washington.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's nice. Now,